Welcome to the Kiva Show. The Kiva podcast is back on the air. I want to welcome you all today. I'm your host, William Lee, founder of the Kiva Agency. It's a lot of fun to be here. Talk about community events and things are going wrong in the world. Wrong in the world. Absolutely wrong in the world. Today we've got some really great news to bring up and talk about. And we are going to be actually doing something entirely different. But before I get really wound up in Bill Talk, that's the name of our show, by the way, I'd like to just take a few moments, if I may, to talk to you about a couple of things that maybe you weren't aware of just recently that happened. This weekend, if you were down in the Puyallup Valley area, you probably noticed that there was a lot of activity down by the stadium, Spark Stadium. And the thing that was kind of exciting was this was the annual Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society. And my good friend over at the American Cancer Society, Rhonda Kirky, boy, she's going to strangle me for that, did a wonderful job. A lot of participation, a lot of good people out there, and it was really an honor to have the opportunity to actually have a part in what the American Society for Cancer is trying to do. You know, every year we lose a loved one, maybe in our family, our friends, or somebody that we know, unfortunately, is a victim of cancer. And it's just one of those facts of life, of a horrible disease that has done so many different things in its lifetime. Cancer has destroyed some of the most fantastic people. It's crippled children. It's taken away lives each and every year. In fact, each and every hour. More and more people, unfortunately, are diagnosed with cancer. Now, cancer is not, and I want you to understand this, cancer is not like it was 30 years ago, an automatic death sentence. Cancer is treatable. Of course, there's many forms of cancer. But the American Cancer Society throughout the years, and your donations, your help with the Cancer Society, putting the cure first through research, has made a big difference. In today's show, I just wanted to take a moment to thank each and everyone that participated this year at Sparks Stadium. It was on, I believe, this Saturday, and I got a real big surprise. A good friend of mine, Lori Marsh with Restoring Hope, sent me a great picture on Facebook with her wonderful smile and how happy she was to have participated in the Relay of Life. In fact, a lot of people clipped on and liked what she had done, so that's really fun. So let's talk about for a moment just what happens at the Relay of Life and what's really going on. You know, Relay of Life participants are across the U.S. This is a nationwide campaign, and usually you find by gender that it's only 27% of the males participate, whereas 73%, holy smokes, of the females are actually out there walking and fighting for cancer, raising that money that's needed. So, come on, guys. Now, we got another one coming up in Sumner. We need those guys out there also walking. You know, we can't let these ladies out-tone us like this. Nationwide, they're doing us in for sure. Help save lives. Show your community and the world that you care. And you'll be blessed for doing so for sure. Rhonda, outstanding job. As I mentioned, we have another one coming up in next month over in Sumner, Washington, at the Sumner High School. I believe it is Sunset Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be a lot of fun. So get a hold of Rhonda and let me tell you how you can. Let me share with you, not how to tell you, but let me share with you how you can get a hold of Rhonda. For more information concerning the Relay of Life, give her a call at 253-207-5152. That's Rhonda Kirks, and she'll be more than happy to talk to you about this great event. She does a wonderful job. She is, without a doubt, an individual that bleeds purple. And God bless her. Wonderful person. She's a community manager for American Cancer Society. And thank you so much, Rhonda, for what you do. We're going to take a quick glimpse and see what's going on in Facebook as we talk to you on the show today, because Facebook is, quite interesting. A whole world is right there at your fingertips. A lot of people, I think, don't realize how important Facebook is to our social media and the activities that are going on. And I always like to talk about some of the positive things on Facebook. Now, I know, there's a lot of negative stuff since the election. I understand, and some of us are excited about the election, some of us are not. But I'd like to take the positive look at Facebook because I enjoy the Facebook friends that I have and that the show has currently. There's a lot of good people, and I'd like to thank everybody for participating. It's really fun to talk to you. Today, as I looked at the Facebook page, of course, I was thinking to myself some of the great things that are happening. One of the things that's coming up very shortly that in fact, it's hours away. You want to, if you are like I am, okay, and you're just absolutely a car nut, and you love car shows, let me tell you about a free one. It's a lot of fun. Tonight at 5 o'clock until I believe it's 8. And if anybody out there knows, please drop us a comment on our Facebook page. That's William Lee, and it's my personal page. You just drop me a note and let me know, or at the Facebook Kiba Live. We'd love to have you like it if you would. But if I believe it's 5 until 8, Ricky Jay's has their Monday night car show and drawings with special events, special food things on the menu. Oh my goodness. When you go to Ricky Jay's to eat, you really get some extremely exciting pizzas, hamburgers, and great dishes. I tell you, it's a lot of fun. Then step outside into a whole world. Now, my good friends over at Ricky Jay's, Dougie has put together this show, and he's done a wonderful job. Has some of the greatest cars you can imagine, from rat rods to muscle cars to vintage vehicles, and, of course, motorcycles. And they're all on display. You can take a look at them, talk to the owners, walk around. It's a lot of fun. So I suggest you race over tonight. Monday nights, Ricky Jay's. It's a weekly event. It's a lot of fun. So come on over to Ricky Jay's and let's talk cars. I plan on being there, and I think you'll really enjoy what's going on at Ricky Jay's. Okay. Just recently, a good friend of mine, in fact, the owner of Ricky Jay's, opened up a brand new restaurant. It's called the Mill at Milton. Oh, folks, if you are ever wanting to enjoy a little bit different type of dining at a pleasureful, beautiful spot, Ricky Jay's is the place. But there's one thing I want to talk to you about. The Mill. Now, the Mill is completely different. The Mill is a restaurant and sports bar that was just opened up in Milton in June 8th by my good friend, Kate Lowry, who owns Ricky Jay's. And this is restaurant number 2, and I think it's very exciting for her. I am absolutely overwhelmed with the beautiful job that this particular restaurant is. I mean, it's the old Mr. Ace. If you're familiar with Milton, you knew the old Mr. Ace. It sat there for many years empty. And now it is beautiful. She's taken the tradition of the mill, the old legacy of the sawmill days, and incorporated in beautiful dining. She has an extremely wonderful staff that can serve and the best food in town. It's really exciting. So I want you to be there if you get a chance. It's exciting. It's fun. And there's a lot of activities also over there to do. So join us, won't you, over at the Mill at Milton, Restaurant and Sports Bar. Wow. And thank you so much to my good friend Kay Lowry for allowing us to talk about it on the air. It's really great to be there. We're looking forward to going over there. They got a hamburger. Now, it's a half pound. Now, if you're a burger fanatic like I am, it is a half pound, steak fries, ribs. Oh, my goodness, you ought to see this thing. Oh, it is just mouth-watering. The taste, if you're a hamburger fanatic, okay, and you just got to have the burger, race over to the mill. You will enjoy that burger for sure. Just a wonderful place to be. The dinners and everything are superb. And I understand that Kate said before long they will be open for lunch. So if you're in the Milton area, stop in at the mill. We got some other exciting stuff coming on that I think is kind of neat today to talk about. And that's what's coming up on our new podcast. Now, I joined up with a gal by the name of Candace Thompson. I've known her for years. She is the founder of the Wild Child Group. This is a group of business people in the South Hill Puyallup area. And she is quite an educator and a business accelerator. She's worked with several businesses as an ex-CEO herself. And we've teamed up. We have actually teamed up to disrupt your disruptible day. The show's name is The Disruptors, and you'll find us on Facebook also. So we have taken our shows that we've already done and placed them on Facebook for you. You can check in on, I think we have one on there on business cards. We discuss what upsets us about business cards. How important it is to have a testimonial. It's there. And I believe we talked a little bit about romance, Facebook romance. So if you get a chance, pop over there to the Facebook page. It's The Disruptors, Bill and Candace. And it's a lot of fun to work with Candace, by the way. It's a real treat. Okay, now that we got all that neat stuff out of the way, now we want to talk about what's going on in Bill Talk's show today. You know, it takes a lot of community effort to make things work in any community, in business or in simple business. Just recently, I had the opportunity, once again, to sit down and talk to some of the people who go to the Forum. Now, maybe you've never heard of the Forum. The Forum's held over at Total Wine & More here in Puyallup, South Hill, in the parking lot of Walmart. Everybody laughs about it and says, "Oh, yeah, I know where that's at. That's up in the parking lot." And, yeah, it is, kind of. It's up in South Hill, Washington. It's held every month. Now, you've heard of the Shark Tank. Everybody's heard of the Shark Tank. You know, this is not the Shark Tank, friends. This is one step closer to the Guppy Bowl. But the object is, if you're a small business person and you want to have an opportunity to work with some business people and figure out how you can make your business even better, get some really good advice, come on up to the Total Wine & More, the Forum, and you will learn more than you can imagine. Now, here's how it works. We start out at 5 o'clock, and we just get together and do some business networking. So bring your cards, bring your flyers, bring your wife, bring everybody. Come on down, shake some hands, get some ideas of some of the people that are in business in this area. You'll enjoy being with them, I am sure. Now, at 5:30, Total Wine & More, wow, they drag out, this is really great, they drag out the selection of wines that they think you'd like to drink and try from all over the world. Now, we're not talking about wines that just, are local. We're talking about, Germany and France and just all over the world. And I think it's a wonderful taste sensation. From sweets to unsweetened wine to dry wine, all this plus an education all these different types of wines. You can ask questions, taste them, and have a really great time. At 6 o'clock, then we start what we call the presentations. Now, the presentations are simply that business people speak in front of a crowd and our panel. Now, our panel is made up of an insurance agent, a lawyer, a business executive, and a retired business person. And they can ask questions, and they can get involved in their presentation of getting new